you're looking at some pretty shocking statistics affecting our youth. Children in foster care have long had the deck stacked against them, but now it seems even more so. However, there's a Region 8 organization trying to change that. Joining us now is Fern Morningstar, founder and CEO of S.E.L.F Skills Foundation, along with Famous Taylor and also Samantha Messick. And thank you so much for joining us today. Fern, let me start with you. This is very personal to you. Tell us why.
I grew up in and out of foster care, and whenever I was on my own at 16, and I happened to find an older couple who took me in, and they taught me skills and stuff, but without them, I wouldn't have known how to do a lot of things, cooking, cleaning, how to budget, how to raise my own kids, so they didn't land back in foster care.
So you're very passionate about this because you've seen some of those statistics, kids aging out of the system and hitting the streets, or worse, they're in correctional facilities.
If you have nobody to fall back on and to ask those tough questions, even the average child that, goes out to spread their wings and stuff usually has mom and dad to call up on the phone and say, hey, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to do that, and mom and dad is there and to tell them. But if you aged out of foster care and your parents didn't get custody of you back in the first place, or they've disappeared, then who do you call and ask these questions to?
Right.
Not to mention the lack of, the lack of getting the skills as they were growing up because they were being passed from home to home.
Right, so you've created an organization. That's why you all have on this starburst, this sun. It says S.E.L.F Skills Foundation. And what does it do? How can it help?
We're going to be teaching the basic classes. We're trying to get basic cabins, efficiency cabins for them to stay in on a 2-year program, and then if they're in college, they can reapply for an additional 2 years. But the program would still remain a phone call away, like that hypothetical mom and dad to call up. But we're going to be teaching budgeting classes, cooking, shopping, how to make a grocery list and buy the things that you need so you're not eating at McDonald's 3 times a week, how to dress for a job interview, how to fill out a job application. These are skills that some of them don't necessarily have. So we're going to be working on all of those, and then as well as we're going to add some fun classes that won't be mandatory, but just so they can see if they can find their passion too.
Sure. And Famous, you're trying to grow this by bringing sponsors into the mix. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. We've looked into several sponsors. We haven't had anything concrete just yet, but we're planning on a golf scramble later on in the fall. And also, we're having a bake sale for the 4th of July at Riverfest down in Batesville. Yeah. So things of that nature are the things that we're trying to get involved in and to do to help increase our revenue or income for the organization.
And Samantha, you're recognizing the importance of this, giving the skills to the foster care children who have aged out.
Ma'am.
Yes, because you're going to be a mom yourself right there. So.
I have a daughter that's, she's about to be 10 months old, and now I have this one I'm having. And without the help and skills that I learned from her, I wouldn't have been the greatest mother.
There you go. Modeling for her. Thank you.
This is my daughter-in-law.
Oh, and so it's important for people to have these opportunities. If you want to know more information, you can contact that phone number that was right on the screen, and we appreciate all of you being here today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks,
You're welcome, and stay with us. More of Midday straight ahead. Don't go away.